While thousands of cyclists made RAGBRAI a tradition each and every year, there are many who are pedaling across Iowa for the first time.
One of those first-timers is KTIV's own Connor Trett. Connor is riding for the first 2 days of RAGBRAI and joins us now for a look at his first day on the road.
In years past, we've been giving you RAGBRAI coverage from the perspective of spectators. But this year we decided for the 50th anniversary to do something a little different, a little special. We're going to give you the perspective of the riders. Today's ride started bright and early at 5 o'clock in the morning. After a quick dip of the tires in the Missouri River, it was off to Kingsley, but this route let the riders know right away that this was not going to be an easy ride. About 10 miles into the trip, just a PSA for anybody who says Iowa is flat. No, it's not. And today's ride wasn't without its surprises. I even got to see a celebrity on the route.
Hi, Bigfoot. I'm a big fan.
He was just being shy. Didn't say anything back, but that's okay. Onward to Kingsley. Pulled in around 7:30 a.m. after about 2.5 hours of non-stop riding, where it was time to get a breakfast burrito and refill for the next leg. Water bottles refilled just outside of Kingsley. Spirits, I say, are uncrushably high. From Kingsley, it was 2 quick stops. First, a 15-mile ride to Washta, then just 5 miles from Washta to Quimby. It was during these stops that people recognized me from KTIV. I even got a gift. So we got to Washta, and a guy just comes up to me and hands me a free U of I headband. I mean, what was I gonna do, not take it? I hold no allegiance to U of I or Iowa State, but I mean, I'll take free stuff. And from Quimby, it was a 22-mile stretch to get into Storm Lake, and at 2 o'clock on the dot, I rolled in and completed the first day of RAGBRAI. Listen, it's been a long day, so I figured I could just finish my report here from the hammock. Be sure to tune in 5, 6, and 10 o'clock for day 2 coverage of RAGBRAI. We're going from Storm Lake to Carroll. Reporting from Storm Lake, Connor Trett, KTIV News 4.
I could surely use that hammock right now. Thanks, Connor. His RAGBRAI journey isn't done yet. Connor will join us tomorrow night here on KTIV as he rides from Storm Lake to Carroll.